Ang sagot naman sa mga pangangailangan ng ating mga magsasaka, nahanap nila Andy at Ace sa pamamagitan ng isang social enterprise. Ito ang kanilang kwentong negosyo.
My name is Ace Estrada. I'm the founder of Rural Rising Philippines. We're saving farmers called the distressed farmers. Sila po yung lumalapit sa amin asking for help. These are farmers who usually are unable to sell because one, may overproduction. Number two, mababa ang presyo ng mga middlemen. And three, they do not have a place or a market to bring their produce. So we go in there with our group, we buy the produce for the right price, usually the price they need, sometimes double the price they ask, and we bring it to Manila to distribute to our members. Those efforts are called rescue buys. We prefer to call it an effort. It's all accidental, like this advocacy. We've been likened to the tulfo ng agri, which is very flattering but not quite true. We're educators in Baguio City. We're leading the conversations in Baguio for entrepreneurship and for startups. So we have co-working spaces and office spaces in Baguio. Malayo sa gulay. We have never been into the vegetable business. During the pandemic, we saw farmers were throwing away produce. And what do you do in these times? Pag may nakikita kang ganon, you post it on social media. And that post went viral and people said to us, why don't you buy the vegetables? Don't let them throw the vegetables away. Bring them to Metro Manila and we'll buy them. It was a time of fear, May 2020, when people are going hungry in Manila, uncertain yung state ng ating nation due to COVID. So what we did is we brought the vegetables to Metro Manila and people started buying, not necessarily to consume but to give away. They feel na during time ng pandemic, dapat mga Pilipino nagtutulungan. Ganun ang start ng Rural Rising. We've become an accidental buying block. Now, we can go to any farmer who needs help and we can buy what he's selling for the right price. Tulfo ng agri sometimes, but sometimes we're more parang frustrated than ever because ang daming problema ng mga farmers all over the Philippines. We're hardly able to scratch the surface. When you do a rescue buy, it's all project-based, meaning every rescue buy has separate component for logistics, for paying the farmers, for getting there, getting the produce fresh, bringing it to Manila, and then dispatching it fresh. Ang daming moving parts. It takes a lot of our time between me and Andy, my wife and co-founder, and our children. We try to do the best we can within 24 hours. Sometimes 25 hours works too. But then again, we have to make a living. So in Baguio City, we're also doing our e-com trainings, boot camp, and our food hub. So we juggle our time successfully sometimes, more often unsuccessfully. So it is what it is. We rescued several tons of cucumbers. And these cucumbers come from 5 towns in Nueva Vizcaya. So doon, 2 days ago, 30 tons of cucumbers were thrown away. Not because they're bad, not because they're not fresh, but because walang buyer. El Nino has made the produce parang ripen faster, mature faster. And pag na-pick siya, rot faster. So it takes a cycle of 2 days before the cucumbers have to be taken out of NVAT, the Nueva Vizcaya Agriculture Terminal, para may bago ulit na papalit. So what happens to this produce? Tinatapon, inuuwi, itinatapon sa garden. So we're buying them at the right price. Yung cucumbers na binibenta ng farmers ng 5 pesos per kilo to middlemen, that's the best price they can get. We're able to give them 20. Binibigay namin sa members namin ng 25 pesos. So what happens is that we're able to give the farmers the right price for them to be able to plant the next crop, whether it's cucumbers or something else. Kayo rin pwedeng tumulong sa efforts by joining the group Rural Rising PH sa Facebook and Instagram. So you can go there and share the stories. You too can help by coming to our stores and telling us and interacting with us, kind of advising us on what to do. We're very open to suggestions and things that we can do to help the farmers. When you join the group, there are links to the different efforts and the vegetables where we're moving. So if we share the story, at the bottom of the story, nandoon yung link on how to buy. And naka-announce doon when to get them and when to expect yung harvest. So it's all about the stories being shared. It also pays to be transparent, wherein you tell people your problems and your difficulties, and they would understand. And also pays to ask for help like, hindi namin kaya to, mahirap ito, or we're so angry now, ganito nangyari. If you put it out there, people connect to the message more than the vegetables. So nangyayari dito, when people buy from Rural Rising, they're not actually buying the different vegetables we're putting out, cabbage, carrots, potatoes, tomatoes. Hindi po, isa lang po binibili nila, yung pong opportunity to help. Meaning they don't care what they buy as long as they're able to help a farmer at a time. It's a sort of a phenomenon, nakakagulat. And it's become a sort of a palaisipan sa amin, and we're grateful to be leading the conversation for helping the farmers.